Hi everyone, this is Morgan of Morgs N Friends, and I am a sugar glider educator, and I also make toys, pouches, cage jets, you name it, for sugar gliders, and I'm back and excited to do more videos. Today I want to talk about where I've been, what's going on with Morgs N Friends, what's going on in my life, and what's next to come. I'm super excited, so stay tuned. Again, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Morgan. My business is Morgs N Friends, and I have been making sugar glider toys and pouches as an approved vendor since 2018. I'm also a former veterinary technician for both dogs and cats, and for exotic animals, including sugar gliders. I also own 6 of my own and am a mentor through Sugar Glider Guardian. Basically what I do on my channel is I try to provide videos regarding care, how I take care of my animals, especially as somebody with a chronic illness. Again, if you're new here, I do have narcolepsy. It does affect my daily life, and it does make things harder on specific days that I don't really know what's coming, so I do kind of have to plan ahead. So I like to talk about that as well. And going forward on my channel, I did want to talk about more about pet ownership and mental health and how those two intertwine, and also how the care really kind of goes into both of those. So I'm definitely excited to talk about that. If you go back through my channel, you'll see that the last video I posted was probably around Thanksgiving of last year, or December. And so basically where I've been is just I had to take care of my mental health. Burnout is a very real thing, and it's definitely something that you need to recognize before it happens. Unfortunately though, I didn't know how to recognize that, and I thought that by working for myself and by doing something I love, that it wouldn't really affect me. Unfortunately, some things that I hadn't taken care of from beforehand came to bite me in the butt. And apparently you need to take days off too. Even if you love what you're doing, you're not supposed to work 15 hours a day and not take days off. So yeah, who knew? So but yeah, so basically I actually suffer, I don't talk about this much, but I suffer from CPTSD from some other workplaces, some traumatic workplaces and some traumatic events, and separate, but it's kind of all compounded on each other. And so I'm in therapy and I'm in treatment for it, but it does affect my mental health on a day-to-day basis. Also, I'm realizing that it's more of a self-diagnosis between me and my therapist, but I may have ADHD that was undiagnosed. It makes sense. It tracks from all the quizzes and all the different research I've been doing. Also, it looks like narcolepsy and ADHD live on the same gene, which is kind of crazy how all of that can play into one another. But just understanding my brain, instead of pushing myself harder, just taking a step back and understanding, okay, this is my brain, this is what we do, and go from there. And again, taking time off is important. Unfortunately, I'm used to very fast-paced work environments where you don't get breaks, and I kind of translated that to my business here, which is it makes no sense when I say it, but it's just kind of what happened. And so I was oh my god, I'm exhausted. So I think I've been taking the time to really understand, okay, how does my brain work? Where are we at today? It's okay to take a day off or two, or go on a mini break. So I'm just learning that. I think you had seen in my diet video, my dog Cody, I talked about it a little bit, but he was going through some really traumatic health issues. And I used to work in small animal specialty, and he, I had found a few different specialists. We took him in. He had been hospitalized. Unfortunately, we weren't able to figure out the cause. We ran every test we possibly could, and he ended up passing away pretty traumatically in April of last year, or at the end of March, and which was devastating. So that was really, really difficult, and trying to heal from that, and just not blame myself, again, as like a former veterinary professional and perfectionist. I feel that I should be able to fix everything and treat everything and do everything, and even when you do everything that you can, you really, sometimes you just can't. And I talked to the doctors, and the consensus was just kind of, his body just kind of shut down, and there wasn't anything else we could do, which was really hard to take, because we did everything literally that there was to do. So that was really, really hard. And also, going through relationship turmoil too, and leaving relationships and things like that happened at the same time, which, you can never predict those things, but it was just a lot to deal with. So between that and then the overexertion that I had been doing, it just kind of all like culminated into one big like rah! So I'm feeling much better. I'm back. I actually I have a new significant other. We've been together for a few months. I just asked him, and he will totally be willing to do some videos with me. So later on, he loves the gliders, so that's really cool. And he helps me like feed them and like say hi to them every day, and so that's really cool too. So yeah, you'll meet him at a later date. But yeah, the gliders are doing well. Jasper and Horace also had like teeth issues at the same time, and at that time, actually like 2 weeks before Cody passed, I ended up taking in a pair of rescue gliders. Their names are Delia and Otho, after Beetlejuice, and you will meet them as well. They had Giardia when I first took them in, so that was really stressful to kind of deal with everything with Cody and give him meds 4 times a day, and also like prevent everybody else from catching Giardia. So everybody's fine, everybody's good, which I'm really happy to say. So things are doing really well. We adopted a new little girl named Nessie. She's a Shar-Pei Dobie mix, Doberman. She's really sweet, she's really funny. So yeah, I'm also really excited to announce that I have a brand new website. It's still kind of a work in progress, but it's definitely coming along. So that's really exciting. I have resources on there, as well as the Amazon page with the links. So that'll all be there and available for you guys. And I'm also really trying to work on having starter cage sets and toys and scarves at all times on the website to be purchased. So that is a work in progress. We redid my entire office. My boyfriend and his sister helped me redo the entire thing. So it's really cool. It feels really optimized. I still have like a lot to put away, but it's working so much better. I've also started doing vinyl cutting. I bought a silhouette. I've always wanted to try it, but also I am now working on these. They're going to be listed on the website too, but treat jars. So if you can see it, it's kind of, the light's kind of, but they're embellished with rhinestones, but it's a sugar glider with leopard print, and then it says sweet treats down here, and then it has like a color shift red under the rose, and then it has rhinestones on there. And then I also have zebra print. So these are going to be listed on the website. They'll be on the website by the time that this goes live. So this is an embellished zebra sugar glider, and that has a color shift silver underneath. So there's only like 2 available right now, just because I'm like still figuring out what you guys like. And there will be polls on the Facebook groups and the Facebook page and everything like that. So if you're not already on Facebook, definitely like the page and join the group. It's called Sugar Glider Pouch Society. I ask polls all the time, and I want to see what you guys like. I really want to make sure that I'm designing and making things for you guys. I'm doing like a little bit more of a rebrand. I'm definitely still focusing on like carrying Halloween things and like school things and like darker things year round as well, and I've gotten a lot more requests for that. I also have some really cool apparel that will be live on the site by the time this airs as well. I've been really finding myself in designing. I really enjoy that. So let me know what you think. Take a look. I have like sugar gliders on books and like with moons and flowers, but it's kind of in like a different style. So let me know what you think. I'm really enjoying it. I have a really fun time with it. So I'm excited to hear your feedback, and let me know what you want to see videos of as well. I'll definitely show my gliders more. I have a video that's been in the works of when I did introductions with Burton, and I also have I'm gonna do introductions with Delia and Otho as well and put them in with the big cage. So that I will film as well and make sure that that's all there. So let me know what else you guys want to see. I have another nail trim video that has just been kind of sitting in the queue. Also follow me on TikTok. I am trying to get to be able to do lives on there. I'm going to be doing lives every couple weeks now. I can't do the weekly lives quite yet because I'm still getting my brain in there, but I'm really excited to do that. So it's going to be, especially while I'm designing or packing orders too, and not just like talking about topics or making toys, but like really get to see kind of a day in my life like as I'm working. So I'm really excited to see you guys there, to get to know you. I know there's a lot of new people here, and then there's definitely some old friends as well, but I'm really excited to be back, and I'm really excited to see you again. And yeah, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for your support, and for those of you who've reached out and checked in on me, and those of you who subscribe to the subscription boxes. I truly appreciate you. I'm trying to figure out ways. I'm in the process of like hiring people as well and trying to figure out that so that I can accommodate more of you into the higher tiers. So it's definitely in the works, because those growing pains, it's like things I've never done before. So I'm trying to figure out what's going to be the best while I don't burden myself too much so that like you guys can't get your stuff. So it's definitely, I really appreciate you guys being patient with me while I figure it out. And welcome to my little corner of the internet. So thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!